All right, welcome back to another Friday midnight race here at Atlanta in the next gen. It's the Friday Night Thunder hosted by Freedom Racing Series on BMRL Network. Like I said, we are at Atlanta, the new Atlanta configuration with the next gen car here tonight. Last week, we were at Indianapolis with the GR86. This week, we're back to the NASCAR. And it looks like it's set to be a pretty fun race after watching practice qualifying going on right now. And on your screen, that is Kevin Campbell making his way around turn number 4, coming to that tri-oval. And green flag is out. Making his way down the backstretch. Around out of turn 4. Going across the stripe. First lap gonna be a 31.58, but Jeff Wright quickly going to the top here. Oh, Chad Klinger going to overtake him for that first position momentarily. Ivan Deschamps, 31.57. That's good enough for 6th place at the moment. I don't know if he knows that his car has a sim stamp on it as well as a custom number. So, and I have custom numbers. You can see custom numbers. Well, Nick Wood. I don't think anyone's really left. Larry McDonald coming to take his green flag lap here. Thomas Dow also out on the track. Or Caleb Weekly on the track. And Larry gonna put down 31.51. That's gonna jump him to the 5th position there. Now Thomas Dow coming around. What's it gonna be for him? 31.56. Right there in the 10th position. If you look on your board, look at that separation of time. It's like a 1/10 of a second. Almost, yeah, about a 1/10 of a second for each position down the board. Man, and 2nd through 5th separated by just 2/1000ths of a second, roughly, for each position. And not too bad. These drivers out here tonight doing a great job so far. And it is time to hit the grid. While we're waiting for the grid, we're gonna have a little walkthrough of how we got here to race number 4. Race number 1, we were at Talladega in the NASCAR Truck Series, and Jeff Wright was able to take home that win. Jeff right now is starting in the 2nd position. In week number 2, we were at Daytona in the Xfinity car, and Kyle Peacock was able to get that win. He starts in 4th place. And then last week we were at Indianapolis Oval in the Toyota GR86, which was a very fun race to broadcast. And Caleb Weekly ended up getting that win, and he rolls off in third. All right. The grid is up. We are getting ready to go racing here tonight. Row number 1, our pole position captured by Chad Klinger with Jeff Wright on his outside. In row number 2, we got Caleb Weekly and Kyle Peacock. In row 3, Larry McDonald and Jordan Traz. In row number 4, we got Michael Jones and Jonathan Ray. Row 5, Robert Denton and Thomas Dow. Row 6, Bryce Shoemaker alongside with Ivan Deschamps. In row 7, Max Cost and Kevin Campbell. Row 8, we got Keith Shoemaker and Scott Hogland. In row 9, Nick Wood, Tyler Lamon. In row number 10, Marcus Wozanaski and Jim Foskett. All right. We've got 100 laps here tonight. Let's see if I had any notes, and I do not, about tires. All right, looks like we're waiting on one car to grid. Here we go, on to the track they go. All right, pace car gonna lead them onto the track out of turn number 2. Row 1, Chad Klinger and Jeff Wright. Ready to take this thing for 100 laps here at the Atlanta Superspeedway. Alright, we're in turn 3 into turn 4. Pace car gonna make a left-hand turn down pit road. And these guys are ready to go green flag racing. Here they go, green flag in hand.
Green flag, green flag.
And race number 4 starts here at Atlanta Superspeedway. Very quickly, Jeff Wright right on the backside of Chad Klinger. A little bit of a 2-car breakaway as Caleb Weekly tries to get himself pulled up to them as well. They're kind of single file in the front and then V'ing out into a 2 wide behind them, about 10 rows deep. Now they form a second line. The '09 Chad Klinger way out in front. The 48 Jeff Wright trying to get to his bumper. Gonna get there, is gonna push him. And that's gonna put the '09 out a little bit further. Looking further back into the pack. The 93 Robert Denton right there on the outside in that Wendy's machine. Right now tucked in the 8th position. Jonathan Ray there in the 2 machine on the inside, 3rd row. Oh, and the 83 gonna kind of fall back. Kyle Peacock getting stuck in the middle. He's gonna try to go down low. He's clear. Whoo! Man, netcode would have been a crazy thing that right there. Ooh, the 14 jumps down to the inside with a nice little run. Jonathan Ray pushing 2. Trying to get to the front, but he's not going to have quite enough of a run there. That inside line kind of breaking apart as there's more drivers on that top side. And there they go, completing lap number 7 here tonight. Ooh, the 48 getting a little bit high there, almost into the wall on turn number 1 and 2. That inside line dropping back. They are now 4th row back from the outside. Looking back further into the field, Nick Wood sitting there in the 16th position in that number 02 Dunkin' Donuts car. And it looks like we got some people back here even. We got the whole team back here. Kevin Campbell, Scott Hogland. Oh, and they're wrecking. We got cars spinning.
Caution out, caution out, caution out.
Ivan Deschamps is one of those cars. Didn't look like anything too big, but 2 cars I'm pretty sure involved here. Ivan not clear. Getting stuck in the middle. Gonna kind of get squeezed really tight there. Oh, that wasn't Ivan. That was the 9. Ivan was on the outside. My bad. Let's look at it from above. I have a so much better angle up here. All right, so the 9 gets stuck in the middle. That's Jordan Traz gets stuck in the middle. Ivan and the 2 of Michael Jones falling victim to that. The first caution of the night, we have quite a few pit takers, about 9th place back on pit road. All right. Chad Klinger and Caleb Weekly going to be on the front row. Jeff Wright did pit with everyone back there. And it looks like nobody takes tires besides Jordan Traz and Ivan Deschamps, quite possibly tires or just repairs. As everyone else is only in there for about 7 seconds or less. So, no tires for anybody. They're going to line up 2 by 2 as they cross the stripe here. The 09 Chad Klinger are going to go down to that inside line. Here we go. Pace car lights are off as they get stacked up to go green flag racing here on lap number 12. Go around turn number 3 into turn number 4. Pace car gonna set its sights on that pit road entrance. We're gonna go green flag racing here again tonight. Here we go. Green flag is out. Chad Klinger, Caleb Weekly gonna lead him to the green flag. Inside looks like the 48. Ooh, Jeff Wright getting a little bump to the 93 there. So far, so good. Too wide racing. Nobody really getting stuck in the middle. And once again, that outside line proving to be dominant here tonight. As the inside line gets a couple runs, but nothing as much as the outside gets. The 483 of Bryce Shoemaker up in the 5th position. He's sitting there 3rd row on the inside. Ooh, gonna get kind of shoved up into the middle of the track. The 09 looking kind of high on the outside of the 13. Oh, the 48 looking through the middle. We got a little bit of a situation behind him. As the 80 kind of gets down onto the apron. But the 48 squeeze it in the middle. He's going to kind of back out of it as it gets a little bit too tight for him. Here he goes, shooting the gap. Can he make it through? Ooh, it's going to get kind of a little bit tightened up on him again here. All that air yanking on the left. Oh, but contact is made. Contact is made with the O2. They're still good, though. into another 3 wide situation. It's getting kind of turned into that going back. Oh, and there a big one. The 9. Oh, and then the 2 just comes driving in for some reason. Not sure what or why that happened. Well, let's look here from the 9 here. Oh, the 2 is the other car involved. Okay. So both the 9 and the 2 involved in another wreck here tonight. That front right is destroyed on that car. That tow link broken. And there goes that fast repair. Both of them able to use a fast repair here, but they're not going to stay on the lead lap. Well, Michael makes it out in time. Jordan, however, does not. Alrighty. Pace car taking them around turn number 4. Gonna dive down onto pit road. We're gonna go green flag racing here again on lap number 23. About a quarter of the way through this thing here tonight.
Green, green, green.
And green flag is out. 3 wide through the middle, 4 rows deep. That was the Wendy's car, Dunkin' Donuts, and Burger King, all 3 wide, fighting for position of who's the better restaurant. Ooh, a little bit sloppy there on exit of 4, going to the front stretch. Oh, hard into the wall. Oh man, hard into the wall. Back up the track. Oh no. And that's gonna collect even more. Oh boy. I lost my voice there for a minute. Let's see exactly what happens here. It looks like, oh, the 14 just a bad push, possibly? And then come back up onto the track, gonna try to stop. Oh, and the 28 not knowing what's going on. And then teammate gonna get taken out as well. Alright, looks like everyone able to get back out of pit road. Back off of pit road. Utilizing those fast repairs here tonight. I believe we have 2 in store. Alrighty. Alright, pace car off, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here.
Green, green, green.
Alright, Jeff Wright, max cost on the front row. Jeff gonna get off to a great lead going into turn number 1. They're 3 wide behind him. As Max Cost kind of just goes up the track and says, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that right now. But here comes Nick Wood in the O2 in that Dunkin' Donuts pink machine. Those two on the inside are Mustangs. That's a Toyota on the outside. The two Mustangs easily get into the front here. Oh, a little bit of a 3-wide action a little bit further back. Once again, I believe that's the Burger King car on the outside. And I think it's a Wendy's car on the inside or the middle. Oh, yep, it is getting turned into the infield. Bryce Shoemaker involved. Robert Denton involved. Gonna. Oh, and doesn't keep it off the wall, but that front end a little bit crunched up there. Somebody, Robert having issues getting to pit road? I think he just tagged the wall hard. Yeah. And then loses it coming around turn 3 and 4. I believe he's gonna take a tow. Alrighty.
Green, green, green.
Alright, inside line looking to be a very strong one here on the restart. They're going to quickly form it into 2 lines though. So much racing going on. Hard to keep track of who's passing who. Oh, the O2 going way down below the line here. Luckily, came back up before turn 1 really started. These drivers driving very hard tonight, putting on a great show here at BMRL Network. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, click that thumbs up, and the notification bell so you're aware of whenever we go live. On the journey to 500 subs. Fairly new channel here. Look at that. Top line 5 deep at Ivan Deschamps, the 5th car there on the outside. Looks like these guys are catching the 93 of Robert Denton. He's back out on the track, but getting aggressively rushed up on. He's gonna stay on the top side. These guys are gonna have to snake down. Luckily, they're gonna catch him in the tri-oval, but is everyone gonna be aware of it? And they're not. The O2 with issues. He's spinning out, going down to the apron. Can he keep it off of the track here? And he does keep it clean off of the wall, off of the track. Gonna get a little loose as those tires just went through a lot of heat. And that's one of the hard parts when you're following a line so greatly. You come up on a lap car and everyone starts moving down to go around that car. It tends to kind of not work the greatest as you go a little bit deeper down that line. Eventually that object that you're trying to pass kind of becomes a surprise. And that right there, that's going to kind of separate our lead pack into 2 packs here, as a lot of these guys had to play avoidance. Check up, get the wheel turned to the side, getting out of the way, whatever they had to do, and it's gonna create 2 packs. Coming up on the halfway mark here in about 4 laps. 3 cautions here tonight so far. Alright, looks like this front pack is kind of dialed into... Oh, well, I kind of spoke too fast. As the 83 Kyle Peacock goes down to the inside. They were single file there for a bit, and now they're going to get kind of formed into two by two. Must be racing to a stage here. I'm not... Oh, damn, there it goes.
Caution south, caution south, caution south.
The 42 gets wicked loose. And right up into the 2. The 2 just not having any good luck here tonight, as that's going to end his night here more than likely. He's going to try to drive it home. Don't think he's going to get too far. And that's going to be, I think, the end of it. He's still trying. And there it goes. Alright, so let's go to our wonderful blimp cam here, and you can see... Two kind of getting... Oh, the 42 gets stuck up on the wall, comes back down, overcorrects it right up into the 2. Michael Jones not having too great of a night here. Tyler Lehman kind of getting up into the wall and losing that precious speed as he comes back down and overcorrects it back up into Michael. Everyone down pit road. It looked like somebody back there missed their pit box and had to back up into it. I think a little bit. Oh, it was Bryce. Bryce was missing the pit box there. Having to back up. Taking a pretty long time here. 45 seconds. Must have had some damage. Chad Klinger back up in the front with Kyle Peacock. All right, here we go. Chad Klinger, Kyle Peacock on the outside, gonna lead him to the green flag here. 45 laps to go, 55 down. Two by two, about 4 rows deep. Make that 5. Like Ivan hanging out a little bit too low. Gonna get stuck in the middle if he doesn't get back up. Has some contact being made on the wall. As of right now, everyone kind of settled in where they want to race. And there we go, the 47 in the middle of a 3 wide here. The 83 Kyle Peacock got a little bit too high, which kind of, up into the wall, the 14 goes. And the top 4 drivers out here, Max Koss, Jeff Wright, Chad Klinger, Kyle Peacock, all kind of broke away from the actual pack itself. They made their own little pack. But here comes the 42 in the 02. So Tyler Lemon and Nick Wood. oh. Robert Denton kind of stuck up into the wall. He's gonna get off and kind of drop back to the back of this pack here. You know what? It's time for a little bit of crank it up. We're gonna crank it up here, guys.
Caution south. Caution south.
Caution is out on the track to 14. Taking the biggest part of this here. Let's go ahead and see what happened. I'm gonna circle in on Jonathan Ray here in the 14 from the blimp. Where did that start from? I think the O2 gives the 42 kind of a bad push right there. Gonna connect with the 47, the 13's gonna get stopped in it, but nobody else really damaged much at all.
Green, green, green.
Alrighty, 20 laps to go this time by. Tyler Lehman out in front with Kyle Peacock right in behind him, followed by Kevin Campbell on the inside. And the big one, oh my goodness, Tyler Lehman involved from the lead.
Caution's out.
The 09 involved, that's Chad Klinger, Max Cost involved as well. I have to go back in here and see what happened here. I believe this was the case of another push gone bad. Oh no, I think the 83, let's see. The 83 gets up a little bit too high and takes the air right off the 42, which sends the 42 into just an uncontrollable wiggle there. And then as they wiggle and start to take out each other, they go down and collect. Here's when they collect the 09. All right. Into turn number 4. Coming to pit entrance, pace car gonna turn down on the pit road. Kevin Campbell, Jordan Truss on the front row. Green flag is out for Kevin Campbell and company. 16 laps this time. The number 9 down on the inside row, gonna clear. Ooh, looks like Ivan Deschamps up onto the wall there. Oh. Those front four, they were kind of locked up there for a sec. Man, these guys are just rubbing that wall. We got a 3 wide situation there in the second row. Gonna quickly kind of pop that bubble and drop back down onto the inside. Getting good. We got 10 laps to go as the lights are turned on. For the first time here at the new Atlanta configuration, we've got lights on the track. Who's gonna get this win as we approach 8 laps to go this next time by? Bryce Shoemaker out in front at the moment, followed by Jeff Wright in the 48, Larry McDonald on the front of the left or the inside line there. There we go. It's about time to start making those moves to the front if you want to win here. There we go, getting a little bit kind of spread apart here. Who is it gonna be? We've got 3 laps to go as they come around this time. Bryce still out in front. Putting on a heck of a show up there. It's Bryce, Jeff, and Kyle Peacock, 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. Followed by the 13 of Caleb Leakley, last week's winner. They're 3 wide. The Dunkin' Donuts car, 3 wide in the middle. The O2 not clear. He's gonna get touched. He's gonna save it. They're both gonna save it. Oh, there's gonna be contact.
Caution.
Oh my goodness. And we've got a car upside down. Who was upside down? Oh my goodness. Who is that? That say 69? I don't 89? 89, I think. Right on board. Holy. Let's watch that from a different angle. We're gonna go up into the sky here. Wow, a wild ride there for the 89 of Marcus. All right, green flag is out. A green-white checkered attempt here. Number 1, Bryce Shoemaker on the inside with Jeff Wright on the outside. Bryce going up the track in front of Caleb Weekly. The 88 of Keith Shoemaker shot down to the inside, made it 3 wide for the pass. Final lap. Next flag will end it. And they're wrecking back in behind them. Who is gonna outlast? Here we come, Jeff Wright. I don't think he's up far enough to the rear of Bryce here. He's gonna swing down. And Bryce Shoemaker gonna win it here with Jeff Wright second. Kyle Peacock gonna get a 3rd place. Pinball Kyle or Bryce there. What a finish here tonight, guys. Woo, we're gonna step aside here and wait. Bring you some interviews here tonight. All right, Kyle Peacock bringing it home in 3rd place. It's Chris up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good, man. Congratulations. Bringing it home, P3, top 3 finish here tonight. A fantastic race, a very, a mixed race here. Clean, few wrecks, but nothing too major. And looks like that car is clean as well, too. So congratulations on that.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I was lucky to make it through that little wreck on that last lap, but shout out to all my teammates. Good win, Bryce. Yeah, that was a fun race.
All right, man. Kind of give us your take. How was it compared to last week's?
Honestly, it's just my preference. I prefer us in the NASCARs. But last week was fun, It's not your typical league race by any means. And I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a smile throughout that race. Like, it was just chaotic, I mean, sadly I died, but I mean, I think I was not alone when I say that. So yeah, it was fun.
Definitely a fun race to broadcast last week.
Sure.
All right, man. We take on iRacing Super Speedway in the next gen car next week. I've never put wheels on that track. Have you had any experience with that track?
Honestly, man, my first 2 months on the program, I was a Carb Cup merchant. That's kind of what I like to attribute to me being at the front sometimes in these races. So I've raced there quite a few times. I know everybody at Ever Seen the Front Motorsports is going to be gunning for that win, so I'm definitely going to be shooting for it.
All right, man. Any sponsors, anyone you want to say thank you to or give a shout out to?
Honestly, just a huge shout out to Bryce and Jeff and everybody on our team that was working together at the end there. It was awesome. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, bringing home that third place. Got a Daytona win here in your pocket, and now a third place finish at Atlanta. Look forward to seeing you in the booth again more this season.
Thanks, buddy. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
All right, man. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Take it easy.
Alrighty, Jeff. Let's bring good old Jeff right up in her. Hey, Jeff, it's Chris up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Chris.
Congratulations bringing that Burger King 48 Toyota machine to the second place here tonight. We saw a pretty great race out there. 100 laps of nonstop action. Kind of give us your take on how this race went for you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We got to get a pretty good qualifying spot. So we started up front, which you always want to do here at a track like this that can be so chaotic. And when you start up front, usually you have a better opportunity at missing the wrecks. And thankfully, we were able to stay out of most of the trouble tonight, not really get any significant damage, not have to use a fast repair or anything like that. And yeah, we found ourselves up front there at the end with guys like Bryce and Kyle and Caleb, guys that we were working really well with tonight, maintaining, staying up front. So, it was just awesome to work with those guys. We were pushing super aggressively, and, you kind of have to at this type of track, especially rolling the outside in order to keep your lane moving. And so everybody did a really, really good job at, pushing hard and handling the pushes and keeping our line moving. And ultimately, it was awesome to get to see a teammate like Bryce get the win. So, all in all, super happy with P2. I mean, anytime you can finish the race at a super speedway like this, that can be chaotic. I mean, sometimes you just want to come out, at the other end, and thankfully we did just that, and we'll take it home P2.
All right, man. Yeah, congratulations, keeping it clean. And we saw you pit on that very first caution. And it looks like the strategy kind of played out good for you. I mean, we didn't see any green flag pit stops. But yeah, overall, great showing here tonight. Anyone you want to say thank you to or give a shout out to?
Yeah, first shout out to Bryce for the race victory, but also for running the league and running the series. So we appreciate all he does, to make these things happen. And it's just a lot of fun to come out here on a Friday night and kind of kickstart the weekend with some super speedway racing. And then just shout out to all the teammates that we worked with tonight. So Chad and Caleb and Kyle and Robert and Bryce, probably maybe missing one or two, but it was really good working with all those guys. Those guys are really good at this stuff, doing the plate racing, can push hard, push aggressively, keep the lane moving. So it's always a lot of fun to race these types of tracks when you got really good teammates like that. So just shout out to those guys.
All right, man. Well, we saw week one. You took it home at Talladega for the win. Next week we go to iRacing Super Speedway. What's that track look like in your future?
Yeah, iRacing Super Speedway might even be crazier than what we saw tonight here at Atlanta. So higher banks, higher speeds, and yeah, just really fast. So who knows what's going to happen when we go out there. But I do know we got a really good group of guys in here and a really good group of teammates to work with. So you're definitely going to have that in order to have any shot at bringing home the victory there. And I know with the teammates that I got that, either I should be able to be in position to maybe grab a win or be able to push one of those guys to a win. And if I'm, in that opportunity and have the chance to do that, I'll definitely do that. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, the season's been interesting. It's been, we've been to a lot of different tracks, a lot of different car combos. And so just, yeah, excited to keep things moving along here.
All right, man. Well, congratulations once again. Another top 3 finish here tonight. Look forward to seeing you again next Friday night.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Chris, and I appreciate the broadcast.
Ronan, thank you. Have a great night.
You as well. Thanks.
All right. Let me get to. All right. Bryce up in the booth here, man. Congratulations getting that win. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. Congratulations getting the win here at Atlanta tonight. Under the lights for one of the first times I've personally have seen this track under the lights. So a pretty cool win here tonight, man. Race number 4. Kind of walk us through how was the race for you?
It was very up and down. I'm not the biggest fan of Atlanta to begin with for the super speedway version, and I'm not gonna lie, like the track was lit up, but it was very dark to me. Like it was still really hard to see, in my opinion. Like it wasn't pitch black, but it was pretty dark. So that was a little bit interesting. But at the end there, it was just teamwork there. That win was completely thanks to Jeff. He worked really well with me. And that's what the series is all about. Get a group of friends here, and that's what ever seen the front motorsports is all about. So just worked really well all together. And when the lights came on, it seemed like the outside was overpowered. So this was about working well together, not letting anyone get to our inside. And once they did, it was about pinching all you could on the inside there.
Yeah, we saw a very, very hard fought race here tonight. A few cautions, nothing too major. Almost everybody finishing their race here tonight, besides 1 or 2 people. A great job for Atlanta here. Like you said, Atlanta not one of my favorites either. It's a little bit too, I guess, skinny to be this fast.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, overall a really great night here, not just for you but for the series as well. Go to iRacing Super Speedway next week. I personally have never been on that track, nor have I ever seen it. I did hear it's a little over 3 miles, so gonna be an interesting one. How do you think you're gonna fare there?
Well, if there's a track I hate more than Atlanta Super Speedway, it's iRacing Super Speedway. So, that would be an interesting one. I have no idea how it's going to play out. I think we're going to see speeds upwards to 220, 230. Because, like you said, it is a 3-mile, really long straights and a lot of curve. So you're just constantly you're building speed all the time there. And I've never done a next gen race there, but next gens are known to get like really big runs compared to Xfinity and trucks. So expect something compared to Indy last week. I think it's gonna be absolutely crazy and nuts. So I have no idea how to predict that race. Your guess is good as mine.
All right, man. Any sponsors? Anyone you want to give a shout out to? A thank you to? Let you have the spotlight here.
No sponsors really. This is all coming out of my pocket, but I want to thank Tyler Lehman. He's the overall league owner of Freedom, and he allows me to put on not only the Friday night series, but the Sunday night Gen 6 series. And it's just a lot of fun to run. It lets me build a community with all my friends, and just it creates leagues that you really don't see anywhere else. It's more laid back, casual, and just allows me to put my ideas to fruition that you not see in the more serious leagues. So big thank you to him for allowing me to do this. And everyone at have you ever seen the Front Motorsports? Like I said, we worked really well tonight, and it's always fun to work with them. I want to say to the competition, if you're watching this interview, I highly suggest building your own teams. Like I put the team channel down there. That's what's allowing us to really get an edge on these super speedway races. We have a really good 5-car team, and it doesn't seem like there's a couple 2 or 3-car teams, but they can't really work well together. So I suggest get together with the community. I mean, you can really build a good team around this and really start make it some even more interesting competition out there.
Yeah, definitely. That's like you said. That's pretty much what it's all about here at Super Speedways. It's about who's your friend and who's not, and you stand a better chance of having a friend when you have a team. Um, yeah. Another great race here tonight. Look forward to seeing what iRacing Super Speedway has in store for us next week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too.
All right, man. Congratulations once again on getting the win here tonight at race number 4 at Atlanta. Let's see if we can find you up here in the booth again next week.
Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely try. Thank you for doing the broadcast as well. Forgot to shout you out. How can I forget? Because your broadcasts are really fun to watch. I always watch them back when I'm doing the point standings and stages and all that. So it's always a good watch, and I can't wait to watch this one back. I finally get to watch one of me winning, so that'll be fun.
All right, man. Yeah, you're welcome, and thanks for having BMRL Network do this for you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that about does it here. BMRL Network for race number 4 at Atlanta with the Freedom Racing Series with the Friday Night Thunder. This was a next gen race here at Atlanta Super Speedway tonight. Next week we go with the next gen again at iRacing Super Speedway. So that's going to be a fun one. And then look out a little bit further down in 2 weeks. We are at Daytona with the trucks, the Xfinity, and the next gen. So we don't get one series, we get all 3 NASCAR main series racers on the track on that one. So that's going to be a very fun one to watch as we kind of see if the Xfinity can hold on to the next gen's draft and if the trucks can even try to hold on to the Xfinity's drafts. It's going to be very interesting. Not seen it done before with all 3, but I have seen it done with the Xfinity and trucks. So don't forget, hit that subscribe button, click the thumbs up, ding that notification bell so you be aware of every time we go live here at BMRL Network on Friday nights at 10:30 p.m. Central, 11:30 p.m. Eastern, for the race to kick off at 12:05 Eastern or 11:05 Central. We also have other nights where we go live with different leagues if you're interested in just watching racing all of itself. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesday, and Saturday night, as well as a few on Sunday. So don't forget, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you all again next Friday night.